We strongly consider, in order to have a maximum input about the performance of the company, the most suited staff members to make these evaluations should be the chief of departments, since they know the best way to measure their progress. They are also the ones who know the strengths and weaknesses about their employees and who belong in their departments.
In order to maintain a strong company, we must start from what makes the company work. The stakeholders, and more specifically, the employees of the company, must have a way to be evaluated on their performance. Some ways, for example, are the following. 1. Goal setting. Have a clear mission and vision statement. Second, on-the-spot recognition. Recognize employees for their good work. 3. Positive feedback. Compliment work. 4. Specific criticism. Comments regarding the overall performance. 5. Peer-to-peer evaluations. Good practice for evaluation since it lets them have a better understanding of their own performance.
Well, before actually starting to understand what KPIs will be related to this practice, I would like to define what a KPI is. Key performance indicators are the critical key indicators of progress towards an intended result. KPIs provide a focus for strategic and operational improvement, create an analytical basis for decision making, and help focus attention on what matters most. As Peter Drucker famously said, what gets measured gets done. Managing with the use of KPIs includes setting targets, the desired level of performance, and tracking progress against that target. Managing with KPIs often means working to improve leading indicators that will later drive lagging benefits. Leading indicators are precursors of future success. Lagging indicators show how successful the organization was at achieving results in the past.
The KPIs that will be related to these practices will be teamwork, participating in activities, being willing to step into roles others don't want to, volunteer in team projects and support other ideas. Keeping track of the number of activities each person does will help you rank the level of teamwork.
Communication is another KPI. This will be monitored by seeing how much time each employee takes in answering its emails, customer inquiries, and voicemails. Thus, constructive feedback is taken into account, and also having a responsive attitude towards colleagues and managers.
Number of potential clients contact. Keeping track of how many people do employees contact by email will help the company see if the employee is being active and trying to engage more people into the platform.
The following KPI that we consider is related to this practice will be customer satisfaction. This is a key and essential performance indicator because it can measure by how satisfied the client is with the service that he or she receives from a specific company and its employees. A company who has its clients happy and offers a satisfactory service is halfway through in being successful. Always remember that the relationship that you have with your clients is essential in order to be successful in every business. Well, the next thing that we will do is to establish how a performance evaluation feedback interview should be planned and conducted, and how to make positive constructive criticisms. The performance evaluation interview is a vital tool of the human resource management system, which allows to establish the balance of work carried out by our collaborators, set objectives for the upcoming years, study their future possibilities, and discuss them with them. It is a tool that allows us to rational decisions regarding personal management, adaptation to a position, remuneration, motivation, promotion, training, and improvement, and at the same time, and for the members of our team to make each one know of them, their strengths, and their points for improvement. It establishes the priority tasks and objectives for the next year and improves mutual understanding and enhances the motivation of this person. Some key points that I would recommend in order to take into consideration for these meetings are to make an appointment in advance. Don't give an appointment. Make the appointment together with your employee. You should also guarantee confidentiality and create an atmosphere of trust, privacy, which remembers that you have to remember that you are trying to help your employees grow and become a better version of themselves. Also, make an interview plan or script. This will help you plan the points that you have to be tackled, and it gives the interviewer control over the interview and the points that he wants to talk about. Gather facts. Write it down. Concrete information makes the person who is receiving feedback easier to understand. And also provide a comfortable and friendly environment and a place without interruptions from other collaborators. Well, now it's time to decide how to make a constructive criticism. Remember, this should not be a coffee shop talk. Don't think of hopeless cases. It is part of your profession. You have to be yourself. Don't change your voice. Also, start by acknowledging or congratulating for the achievements that he or she has done. But also focus on figures, data, and facts so the person who's getting feedback can visualize better what's going on. Be honest. Speak your mind based on facts and data. And lead the session with open questions. Involve the collaborator. Encourage them to express their opinions. Show that you listen. Take care of your postures and your non-verbal communication. You should also make sure you understand the evaluated person. Ask for clarification if necessary. Analyze the negative facts constructively. Remember that you are trying to make your employee grow and become a better employee instead of only criticizing their job. It is an opportunity to become a better part of themselves and to grow as an individual. Also, try to investigate the excusing causes or circumstances according to the collaborator and listen carefully to the reasons. Try to be brief, you should listen more than talk. And finally, take into account the factors that could have contaminated the assessment and the possible sources of error before making any judgment. Now, finally, if we prepare the interview properly and develop it effectively, there is no doubt that it will be a powerful tool to lead our team. On the contrary, if we see it as a formalization that robs us on the time that is an invention of human resources, it will only be a demolishing element. And remember, you choose. Leadership is a choice, not a position. Remember that.
An EPM is a performance software that enables a company to connect the management tasks of a business by planning, budgeting, and forecasting. In addition to this, a technique that could be useful to support the EPM system could be the Workday Adaptive Planning, which is an EPM software that makes your enterprise more agile and more efficient by planning the day to the activities without the need to have physical written spreadsheets. Thus, this EPM technique lets the company do diverse activities such as monetary management, expense management, cash flows, revenue, and most importantly, workforce modeling to focus on staff members' performance by identifying gaps in their overall performance and align their work with the company's ultimate goal. Subsequently, it monitors KPIs, develops supply chain effectiveness, and gives out human capital management reports.